Time, like, we're kind of like, it's us. July 4th, he proposed. The same year, September 2nd, we got married. It was very fast. But before we got married, I was the one, I said, I want to speak to your pastor. I want to find out about, the salvation that he shared with me. So with Pastor Eliezer Catano, so the pastor knows, because pastor was one of the church's missionary. Yeah. And then, so I accepted the Lord again that time in August, August 6, I think, 1983. And, it was very clear, because it was clear, I knew then, I'd go to heaven. But of course, the growth is very slow, it's hard to change. I was very strong-willed person. So being married was, well, it was nice the first year because we were not together. So every time we meet, it's like a honeymoon because I was in New York. I'm here in New York, he was in Canada. So I'd I'd fly there every 3 weeks, I'll spend a week and then go back. So it was always on best behavior, no fights. We would fight on the phone, that would cost a lot. Because there would be silent moments on the phone and you're playing long distance before. At that time, MCF was the only, I think, and of course AT&T. Very expensive, $1,000 a month in 1983. Wow. That was a lot to pay for phone bill. But I just thank God because that year, 1983, was a good year. Not only I got saved, but He gave me a husband. So I praise God. It's not easy. I don't want to cry. We went through so many tough times. And looking back, I thank God. The hardest was the last 7 years. Well, the first hardest was when Matthew was born. And at age 3, he was diagnosed as autistic. And at the time, not many people understood what autism was. But praise God, because He really provided so much, the teachers, the resources for us. So, we thank God through all these years. There's a lot of trials, a lot of growing up to do. But in the Christian life, in the 32 years, it's always up and down. My Christian life was up and down. But the last 7 years, He really kind of stripped us of what, we had already set our goals, because we were in our 50s, started our 50s. Our goals are the future, and we thought we were set. But God took away. But God took for a purpose. He really strengthened our faith more in Him. And in so doing, we grew. We grew in our faith individually. It wasn't, not together. We both committed more to God's Word. And through that, we strengthened us, and it strengthened our marriage so much that, our fight will fight. Who doesn't fight? But it's not,
I don't go to Dunkin' Donut anymore.
No.
Can't afford it.
And it's really, really, God has a purpose. And thank God. I thank God for trials. Not easy to say when you're going through.
Amen.
And we're still going through. It's not, But Pastor always encourages us. He said, God is preparing something great for you. That's why you're going through this. Before, I used to think, okay, then get a job, we'll regain, we'll rebuild. But now, it's a different story. He may not, right? He may not. Thank God he has a job, but he may not restore. But He is still preparing us for something big. It might not be to regain what was lost, but maybe to gain the people who are lost. So we're open to God's leading. And I thank God because I have a husband who loves the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
You know, and he really, who has compassion. And we say, we talk about it. If God calls us, then God calls us, right? And I know I have a lot, we have our mothers who we take care of. We have our children, one with a disability. We have a granddaughter, a lot to take care of. But God will take care of them. So I praise and thank God. And for couples, the key is really not to grow closer together. It's first individually grow closer to God. And I think that is the key. Through this, especially the last few years, really it's individually is what made us strong. I think it's not us, but God's grace. And realizing we really can't do anything apart from God.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for your listening ears. I think what we can tell you is, I think testimonies like this is a revelation. I think what Brother Melvin has said. You may see us smiling and laughing, and you may see us that it seems like our life is all set. But deep inside, same as us and you as well, I'm sure we're going through a lot as well. And I think we're just thankful that by the grace of God and also for this church, just puts us more encouragement to continue.
Man.
There's always hope when we do this. That our works and our service for Him, every time that we spend our quiet time with Him, it's not gonna be worthless. It's always gotta be worth for God to do what we're doing, and that keeps us going. I think life is an adventure. I'm so glad that this life that I have, I'm not alone. He gave me a partner, and that's Shirley. Thank you. Thank you.